come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Glad to have you with us from the original Cotton Bowl, located on the fairgrounds in the heart of Dallas, Texas. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. He'll bring it out. It's McCutcheon. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. On the run, it's Baxter. There he goes. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got it inside the 30. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for the team.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
That's caught. It's carry on. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And they can't make the connection. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
Those third downs are hard to execute, and when you get in the red zone, it gets even harder. But this offense did a great job. Now,
touchdown Sooners! Fired in from the red zone for the score. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's McCutcheon. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Ncaa. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Looking for a gap. It's Baxter. Got the first down and more. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He caught it! He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And right down the middle. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll give it to the back. Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Back to throw, it's Mack. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
The Sooners need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Sategna. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Looking to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
That pass falls incomplete, and it wraps up an entertaining first. Both offenses doing damage. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Ncaa. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Tries to get it on the ground. And the Longhorns get enough for the first down.
Gotta love the physicality on fourth down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret, but he plays physical, gets behind his pads, and gets the first down.
From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5. And the Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Keeps looking downfield. He's got it on the move. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing.
Touchdown, Longhorn! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Dropping back, it's Mack. Fires to the big fella. At the 45 on its way. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Looking downfield on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Winner of this game dons the golden hat, but you know, Jesse, only David could wear the golden hat among the three of us because there's no way either of us should put a hat on the kind of heads of hair we have.
Well, I've also understood that the hat's like a triple XL. We know David's got a big dome, and that's probably the only reason why he would wear it. But I'll tell you what, these players, they think about trying that old sucker on after this game all year long, David.
Yeah, and trophies matter. I mean, this is something at the end of games. People run, you see, they go grab them, they put them on their heads. It means something to these kids.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Thomas. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer.
Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass, it's Mack. Floating away. It's complete to the right. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up first and goal.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. With that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Butler. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Mack. Bringing the heat. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Motion from the back. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Catch in the middle, it's Carry-On. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Sooners decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. First and 10 from the 50. To the ground, he's got it again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Caught over the middle, it's Washington. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Texas!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Coming out with it, it's Slater. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Wants to throw on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. No good place for a turnover, but this one is particularly bad, and they've got it at the 20-yard line. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. They'll run it. It's Fletcher. Fights off the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Powers through the defender. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit. Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse and near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You've got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Fourth and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Scanning the field, it's Ncaa. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
He might want another play. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man. If I can try to find an opportunity to put some points on the board, I'm going to try to do it. I like the offense chucked it up, but, you know, an incompletion, who cares?
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
There's probably a lot of people wondering right now, why do they keep throwing the football when they're backed up so much? But this is actually one of the best places on the field to do that because the defense has to cover so much space, plus oftentimes they're in man coverage. So this is the time to take your shots. They took one there, took a chance deep. It wasn't open. It was incomplete. You got to be thinking on third down coming up now. They're probably going to throw it again.
He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Mack. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Time to change now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ncaa. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
3rd down and inches. Everyone in the stadium knows they're going to be physical and they're going to run the football, but they still executed a good level. Not only picking up the 1st down, chewing up more yardage to make this drive even easier.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
They go to the wide receiver screen. Oh, he's got some space. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. The Sooners are flying down the field.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Mack. Quickly complete. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Sooners lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Grab behind the line. It's carry on.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the right. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Sooners! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get this quarterback's hand.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live for the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. And they're not on the same page there.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Ncaa. He tries to take the top off. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. Got room on the return. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
We've just seen in this game the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to, and as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Blasted as he lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley and knock him down for a loss.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
All right, defense, nice job early in the game, playing well with your backs against the wall. Job's not over yet, though. This is an offense that has shown that they go for it on fourth down, especially during these situations.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for a man. It's Mack. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thomas. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Well, third and short, the offense dials up the screen, expecting the pass rush to come upfield, man-to-man, but it just simply does not work. Defense stays home, and they force the incompletion.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. Quickly out to the tight end. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Past the 45. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use it.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's carry on. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To throw, it's Mack. Moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the 2nd half now. He's already made plays.
The ball's free, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
You got to be Johnny on the spot sometime. How about that? The guy fumbles the ball, but his teammate was very aware. He was able to scoop it up himself, take it in for a touchdown. Guys, they may want to put that play in their game plan next week.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's McCutcheon. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. He's going to fire deep. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Longhorns! Once he got some room, it was over.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, too. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Dropping back, it's Mack. Makes the catch, it's Thomas. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Can't make the connection, the pressure there caused the missed timing.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end.
Looking to take a shot. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that 4th down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Turning it on. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas! That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Mack. Got his man quickly. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off the play fake on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly. And there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him. And he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. Back to pass, it's Ncaa. Gets it to him on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get.
Going for it all. He's got it inside the 15. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Touchdown, Longhorns! And the route is on. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And Bevo's really starting to snarl right now, and he'd love to rub the Schooner's face right in it, David.
Yeah, they got it cooking. The Longhorns are looking good. In this rivalry game, you got half the crowd in this burnt orange, Jesse, that is going bananas right now.
Boomer Sooners got the weapons, though, guys, on offense. You've got the horses on the outside to turn this thing into a track meet. I know you're down here, but you can change this game. It just takes one play.
set to kick this one off.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Running back searching for a hole. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
There he goes. Smashes through the tackle. Smash and runs through another guy. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Man, it's hard to play defense. There's so many options. You can see the RPO here. I got to play the pass. I got to hesitate for just a second. Give it to a fast speedster now that takes a crack and just chews up those yards and runs down the field. Defense is not a fun thing to play sometimes.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. To the air, it's Mack. He got it! And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
And that's a gut punch, especially if you're the offensive coordinator, because that was sort of a foreign look, the pre-snap motion, a timing play, trying to get the receiver the football quickly. You're expecting to outflank the defense, but give the defense a ton of credit. They made the bigger play, and now they've set you up in a fourth down.
There is no point in a field goal here, so the offense stays on the field on fourth down. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. Touchdown Sooner! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Really nice job between the quarterback and tight end on that play. In this area of the field, these windows are really small, so you've got to have great timing. QB and tight end showed you right there.
Using the quick game. Got the completion, but couldn't quite maneuver his way in. He'll be inches short of the score. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Great place to start for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pick up of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail. Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
And they're going to try to convert on 4th down. 1 for 2 so far today. Trying to do it on the ground. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
This is so a Jesse Paul. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Pulls it in. It's Thomas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looking to throw. It's Mack. He's going up top here late in the game. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th down. 2 for 3 so far in this one. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill fast.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The Longhorns line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. It was the Longhorns who will ride off into the sunset with a coveted Golden Hat trophy after beating their despised rival to the north. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.